It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And off we go from Dallas. And this is not a good start. That kick falls just short of the landing zone, and this opening drive is going to begin from the 40. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Here's 2nd and 5. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Trying the right side. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Zach Sealer there to bring him down. Offense up to the line fast. They kick the running back in motion. Second and 10 now. Throw secured by Brandon Cooks. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, a play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 19. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, 1st sack on the board on the 1st drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Gay's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Independent kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Washington now to return. Returns looking good so far. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. The tackle made by Mazi Smith. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Tua now from the gun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
This one's taken in by Hill. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Miami.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down, here's Tua. Forced out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Achane will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Working quickly here. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that brings up 3rd and goal. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are finally tackled after a big return. They're going to have the football beyond their own 30 following the turnover. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing on first is Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Give now to the running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense in the hurry-up here. 3rd and long, Prescott. That's caught for the first. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ferguson's got it, complete. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys go up 10-zip here in the first. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Washington now to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Got his target. It's Hill. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. It's a 10-0 ball game. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Completes this one to Braxton Berrios. And they make the tackle at the 38. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's Tagovailoa again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6. Offense up to the line fast. Here's Tua again. Escapes. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins start to fight back with their first points of this game. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Dolphins cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. This finds Cooks, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Has a lane past the 45. And finally stopped at the 34. Working quickly here.
That's good for a Cowboys.
1st and 10, Prescott.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Play action, Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Throwing again is Dak. Buys time, rolling right. Finds a man, right side. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and 8.
3rd and goal, Prescott. And he has the touchdown through what looks like some defensive pass interference. So I think, Brock, thinking this catch should stand. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. This, the snap that's going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. Throwing again here on 2nd. Tagovailoa completes this one to Hill. And he crosses the sideline a yard or Looks like the 30. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Two and out from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Tagovailoa to throw on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it'll be 2nd down. Hand off to the back. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. So now here's 3rd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. First down, and they go right back to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. The loss sets them up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the well again. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Offense up to the line fast. Here's Dak. He's got it. And in for the Dallas touchdown. He can pack it in at this point, Brock. It is already a great game for him. Imagine what he could finish up with if he stays anywhere close to this pace.
Well, this pace right here puts him in the record books. I mean, it is absurd what he's doing, and I love, offensively, you keep calling it till they stop it. But goodness gracious, defense, you may want to double cover this guy.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Waddle now in motion right. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
Looking to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
He's on the move. Now he's going to fire it deep left side. Big gain downfield. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Eskridge on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Pulled in by Waddle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 2nd and 4. Chased out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. Getting out to his left. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Again, it's Tagovailoa. On the move, headed right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Working quickly here. Third and long for him here. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. And you're going for this. He's got it to his running back. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Another carry for him. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Prescott here from the gun. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. They'll run for this, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They give it to him again. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Catch made by Cooks. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
The give here on 2nd. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Prescott now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
When you talk to kickers about kicking field goals of this length, they will tell you, Kate, you got to keep it a little lower and you got to drive it. But you still got to be accurate. Basically, all the pieces got to come together like they just did to hit from that distance.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Going play action, Tagovailoa. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. This is the end of the third quarter. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the fourth.
Cowboys 27, Dolphins 14.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, here's Tua. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
First down from the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And now it's second down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards of it.
And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins now within one score in the fourth. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
Tagovailoa will look to throw. And he reaches the end zone. That conversion cuts the lead down to 5.
Dolphins 22.
They got a touchdown, but that is only half the job. Still got to get this kick back and score another. And the Cowboys managed to recover the football. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying the handoff. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Dak off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up third down.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. They did it! He made the interception! Javon Holland comes up with it. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50.
Has a hole left, room to run. At the 20. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a fourth quarter lead. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. So now a big spot for the Dolphins here as they line up for two. He's throwing for it. And he's into the end zone. So that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this fourth quarter. Sanders all set to send it away. And this one will not make it to the landing zone. So the same as it going out of bounds now. This is going to come out to the 40-yard line. First down, here's Dak. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Second down, here's Prescott again. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So now it's going to be third and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Dak now from the gun. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak throwing again. Buys time, rolling right. He connects downfield on four. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. How about 19 yards on fourth down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably. First and 10 from the 41. Now a give running right. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Dak to the air here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Javon Holland comes up with it. And the Dolphins will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck, incomplete.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage of this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get two hands on it and take it the other way.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here he is on 3rd and long. Got his target. It's Hill. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Looking to throw. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
He'll throw it. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, their coach wants to see them convert those.
The Cowboys field goal. A 65-yard attempt.
This is close. Rejected by the crossbar. He needed just a bit more leg. And they're going to stay in chase mode down by 3.
Kate, he's going to need a lot of support from his teammates after that one because he knows it. Everybody knows it. The game may have rested on that try, and that'll be one that's tough not to dwell on.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. It's caught left side by Hill. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Back to throw it. Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a 9-point advantage.
You thought this was back in there. Good guy.
It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins make it a 10-point ball game.
Cowboys 27. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. Turpin with a return. He loses it on the hit. And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Before he can really break that return, they're on him to force the fumble and take away possession.
When you get that fumble inside the 20, it means one thing, Kate. Those guys were running with hair on fire. In fact, if you watch a lot of these special teams and kickoff units, you will see them running down the field on touchbacks. It's almost like they're sprinting to the finish line. They sprinted, and they took the ball away to boot.
And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His third through the air this game. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins take a 3-possession lead.
Cowboys 27. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. Turpin with a return. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Throwing again is Dak. This finds Cooks, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the gun is Prescott. Catch made by Cooks. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Another throw for Prescott. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Dolphins get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
This is.
Well, he's had the kind of scoring day you love to see out of him. 3 touchdowns in the book so far, but now 3 interceptions thrown as well. Gotta do without those.
Yeah, you do. The aggressiveness has helped him find the end zone several times, but it's also led him to find defenders several times as well. You got to figure this out. It's a quarterback teeter-totter. How to dial the mistakes back while keeping that aggressive mindset as well. Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And now it's 3rd and short. Tua off the play fake. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he's out of bounds, past midfield. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They've got to keep moving quick here. 1st down, here's Tua. He's on the move. Now he'll throw deep, back towards the center. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders or offensive guys have bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. And the Dolphins have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following.
The college coming in? Y'all run one with Beckham an hour for the college.
A game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Tagovailoa off the play fake. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Throwing again. Here's Tua. He puts some power on a deep one. They connect on the deep shot. And in for the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be.
Good guy.
You got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. Turpin with a return. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Dallas.
Hey, yeah, fresh out the. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, been more PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm gonna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap.